Welcome to the 10-Minute Hemp CEO Secrets. Today's guest is Erica Halverson. Erica is from Tiny E-Paper Company, and they make 100% pure hemp paper, not only from the hemp stalks, but waste from hemp farmers, along with pre- and post-extraction waste from CBD manufacturers. Erica, that's amazing. And thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm just going to start asking you a little bit about your business and who is your ideal customer. I know you said business owners that in the cannabis industry, but it's got to be everybody, right?
Yeah, well, really, it's anyone who buys paper to run their business or uses paper. And the great thing about it is everybody on earth uses paper in some sort of form every single day. So ultimately, everybody is going to be my customer.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So are you the manufacturer? Do you have a...
Yeah, good question. So I am the manufacturer, but I don't own all of the equipment that I need. Like, I don't have a bazillion dollars to spend on equipment before I want to get this company launched.
Co-packer arrangement?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
well, kind of. I basically lease out the equipment and the labor from like a paper mill or from a pulper as each part of my process. So I give them the recipe, I provide the raw materials, and basically tell them what to do.
What does your company do better than your competitors?
There are a few companies that are claiming to make hemp paper, and we actually do three things better, I think, in my mind. Number one is we make 100% pure hemp paper. Literally, unless it's handmade and really expensive, everything else out there is on average 25% hemp paper and then 75% trees or other recycled material. But it still comes from a tree as its natural source. I'm actually not using any trees at all.
I really haven't seen hemp paper. Is it heavier? Does it smell different? Does it feel different?
I can actually make it be and do anything like tree paper. I can make it be not grainy at all and very smooth and almost as white, stark white as you can make regular printer paper. I can make it look like hemp paper. And one of the other things that we're doing better is I'm also using the waste from CBD extractors.
Do you get it shipped to you? He goes like, do you have...
Yeah, I'm actually helping to solve a problem for some of these guys because they're literally producing tons and tons of this waste a day and they don't really know what to do with it. And they are sometimes having to pay companies to come and take it off of their land and then go recycle it. So what I'm able to do is I've built relationships with some of these companies where they're willing to give me the raw material for free as long as I come and pick it up. And I'm willing to do that because it helps me with a problem of helping me with raw materials, which makes my cost more beneficial and for these customers. And the other part of it is I get to take that cost off of their P&L. And I'm actually doing them a service by coming up and picking this waste off of their land for free. And
that's a nice ecosystem.
Absolutely. And that's part of the self-sustaining business model that I'm creating.
So what do you feel the biggest strength right now of your company is?
I think our biggest strength is the way that I think about the hemp plant, not only holistically from flower to root. I am trying to expand the lifespan of the plant by thinking about how many ways can I utilize it after it's ended its natural life, which is why I'm using not only waste from CBD extractors, but also the stalk waste. And then the waste that I can't use, like the leaves and the non-fibrous parts of the plant, I'm actually working with some other waste type disposal companies and creating like a living soil that I will then give back to the hemp farmers that I'm already buying stock from, already selling my paper to, and now I'm creating a story with that farmer because I'm actually supplying the living soil all the way to the final finished product out of the stock I purchased.
Oh man, that's very cool.
Thank you.
So what's the goal for the company?
Yeah, so licensing is definitely another revenue stream that I have on top of wholesaling the product and also making the end product. So I've got three different revenue streams, but my goal is pretty simple.
What's the, have you gotten anybody knock on the door from Georgia Pacific or anybody like that saying?
No, and here's the thing. Making hemp paper isn't a secret. People have been doing it all over the world for thousands of years. So anybody could have been doing this, but hemp is very, very difficult to work with. It's the hardest natural substance or natural organic matter on earth. And so it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money to be able to get to this process. And I guess just until now, nobody wanted to take that risk.
Yeah, I'm just curious now, is paper maybe suited for sometimes it takes a while to find the right product market fit, like hemp paper would be great for cardboard because it acts an extra for shipping stuff? Does it make it heavier?
No, it actually, I can make it weigh the same as regular tree paper. It actually acts very much like regular paper, but it has some pluses to it. For example, hemp paper is UV resistant, so it doesn't yellow after time. It doesn't break down after time. It's naturally antibacterial. It's naturally water resistant. So it has a lot of natural properties to it that trees don't have, which makes more sense as to why we actually should be making paper out of it.
It makes sense to me. So why did you start the company?
I was working for a very popular vaporizer company in the industry, so I knew I wanted to stay in the cannabis industry. It's just my home. I was having a conversation with a friend one day at happy hour and literally came up with this idea and came up with a connection specifically to the cannabis industry. And I also knew that if I didn't do this, somebody else was going to. So that's why it was going to be me.
Oh, and so is that your why now? Why are you doing it now? Because it's all the forces are meeting in a same time, or what?
Right now, the opportunity has never been better for hemp and cannabis. The industry is exploding not only here in the States, but globally, which is really unique as well. Time is my biggest competition right now, because not only getting first to market, but there are companies right now that are nipping at my heels, and the word is getting out now. And part of that is because I've also been trying to brand my company while I've been trying to launch it also. So I've had to start talking about it, but there are companies that are now trying to do the same thing.
What are the biggest challenges you've had to overcome so far?
My three biggest challenges are funding, and I'll say funding. And wait, did I mention funding?
Yeah, you got that in there. Yeah.
So I've invested $150,000 of my own money.
Okay.
I literally have no more skin on my body because it's all in this game. So it's, but now I'm to the point where I need help, and it's really hard. And it's literally, I would have no other problems if I could get the funding I needed to be able to hit the green light on everything.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, you know what? You can actually send me your pitch deck. Let's take a look at it.
Awesome, I will.
What does winning look like in terms of revenue or return for investors, say in 3 to 5 years?
I actually have put together a 4-year pro forma where I did some really deeping and thought processes into what that could look like. The good news is that a lot of the revenue that I would be generating is recurring, because paper is a resource that people keep using over and over again. And so once I get somebody on the hemp paper train, they are most likely not going to get off of it. Where I'm at right now is my revenue stream can be immediate within 15 days, the second I get money in the bank. So because of the money I've been able to put in already, I'm literally like right at the cusp of being able to start getting revenue generated.
Do you have sales or just almost there?
That is what this investment round is going towards, so I can get to that next level, the sales level.
Okay.
I've got a product that is ready to be sold, sitting around, and I have LOIs for companies that are signed that I can't buy the raw material.
You have LOIs from companies?
Yep.
Awesome. You know, if this works out, you can't really call yourself Tiny E-Paper Company.
No, I'll have big, huge e-papers. Honestly, my goal in this has been on a marketing level. I come from a marketing and sales background. Has been to keep my customer acquisition cost at zero.
Oh, love that. I love hearing that. That's like a Shark Tank all time. Zero marketing cost, zero cost of acquisition.
And that's the best thing about what it is I'm doing, especially with my tie to the cannabis industry, is people are knocking my door down now for me to make this product and this product and this product, and can you do this and can you do this, to where my distribution plan is almost creating itself right now. There's 3 different ways that I'm going to be distributing my product. It's either going to be as wholesale rolls, raw rolls from the actual mill. That's going to go right over to a company. It's going to be in end-use product that I'm going to sell on my e-com site, whether it's business cards, receipt rolls, toilet paper, whatever it might be. But I'm also going to be licensing out. Like, I'll white label for companies. I'll license out my recipe, if you will. And it's just adds to another revenue stream. So
beautiful. You know what? That's all the time we have, because there's a 10-minute rule on this. So I wanted to say thanks for Halverson joining me on the 10-Minute Hemp CEO podcast. If you need more information about her company, just go to tinyepaper.com. Thanks again for joining us.